I really admire Sylvia Plath. I was a teenager when I first encountered the bell jar, and I read it repeatedly. I must have read it 4 or 5 times. I practically wore out my paperback copy of it. And I talked to my cousin Diane, and she said that she read that book and gave it to somebody else because, she was just so impressed by it. It's a Joyce Carol Oates has said it's almost a perfect work of art. Sylvia Plath also wrote some very brilliant poetry. Now, there is a problem, though, with the whole cult around Sylvia Plath. She committed suicide, and many people blame her widower, Ted Hughes, for causing the suicide. Now, Ted Hughes may very well have been an imperfect husband. He was unfaithful. And I think I read that she kicked him out. I've also read that he left her for another woman, but in either case, they were separated at the time she committed suicide. There were other contributing factors, including the weather, which may have aggravated her depression and led to the suicide. And she had suicidal tendencies and depression before she ever met Ted Hughes. Years before she ever met Ted Hughes, because the bell jar is connected with her suicide attempt and her mental hospitalization that took place it took place both in the novel and in real life in the summer of 1953. Okay, she never met Ted Hughes at that point. Okay, and I do think it was very unfair for people to essentially call him a murderer, because they had trouble because of problems in their marriage. And I hope you liked what you heard and saw, and will subscribe to my channel.